Get my microphone working. There we go.
Knock off by. Phone starts to ring, but it's all in my mind. She said, "You know me. You can find me at the halfway point by the open phone. I'm a lover, not a runner, so I think I'll let you kiss me once." She said, "You know me. You can find me at the halfway point by the open phone.
Here.
I'm a lover, not a runner, so I think I'll let you kiss me once."
Get over there.
It was only a
There
dream.
we go.
It was all just a dream.
Set it up so we don't get a bunch of bots in here.
As real as it seemed. Just a dream.
Driver mode, 1 minute. I apologize. You guys gonna have to wait a second.
It was all just a dream. As real as it seemed.
Oh, all this fun
She
stuff.
said, "You know me. You can find me at the halfway
Make
point
sure everything's set up
by the
correctly.
open phone.
Since I am the only one running the
So
show
I think
today.
I'll let you kiss me once." She said, "You
One
know
of these days I'll have a full crew on
you
here.
can find me at the halfway point by the open phone. I'm a lover, not a runner, so I think I'll let you kiss me once."
Okay. Get a shareable link. Go to the other stream. And let them know I'm here. Again, not bad. All this fun stuff. Jumping back and forth. Okay. Get a camera on here. So no time you can see my double mug. Go. There you go. Right with that. Covering up too much paper. We'll get some of this stuff covered. Bitcoin smashing it down. So we're here. The people are asking me to chart some other coins, and so I figured I'd come on here and get set up to pull some charts. This is the deck of candles. And this is doing just about what I thought it would do. It's going down for yeah, we're halfway through all this stuff, this little golden box I drew out. Nope, I have almost. So, give me thumbs up, say hello. Don't know if I'm seeing anybody in chat yet. I know I'm bouncing around, restarting the other live stream. You can't hear me? Maybe it's because I didn't turn the music off. Is that better? Yeah, I forgot to mute the music. My bad. I thought I had it muted. I just got a lot going on, trying to get everything all set up. rushing through everything. I didn't even make a thumbnail. I hadn't even updated the other thumbnail yet. So, but just trying to get everything covered. I'm spread so thin I look like a mayonnaise on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I guess I probably should be using this coffee cup right here. This is my Cryptoholics coffee cup. So I checked out a website, ordered this off of it, see how it looked. Pretty nice coffee cup. I wasn't real thrilled with this writing being all the way around the cup, but I guess I should start using that more often. What do I think about the burns for Luna? They can't get here soon enough, but it's going to take time. They will eventually get implemented, and everybody's impatient. They want them yesterday. They think because it was passed, they think they should be up and running right now, and it doesn't happen that way. It takes time. So 7 to 10 days. So I tell everybody about 2 weeks. Give it about 2 weeks. Give those developers the benefit of the doubt. They got a lot going. Just like me trying to get this stream up and running. It just takes a lot to keep things going. So everything just takes time. What's my prediction for what? For Luna, Bitcoin? I forget. I guess I forgot my crystal ball here. Let me rub my coffee cup. Hey, Scott Rogers, how you doing? I think the only way people are gonna be green this week is go roll around in the grass because it's starting off pretty down and out. Luna after burn. So you're talking about Luna Classic, I'm assuming, correct? So Luna Classic, once it gets the burn going, I've been telling people in my other stream, I do not expect Luna Classic to get to 0.001, not a penny, a tenth of a penny, by the end of the year. That's a very large uptrend. That's a big move up. So personally, I think getting to a tenth of a penny, maybe instead of a 0.001, I could see maybe a 2 or possibly a 3, but that's pushing it really hard. So personally, if we get to 0.001, which is a tenth of a penny, here I'll put it in chat so people don't misunderstand me. Right there. That will be doing good. And if we get to here, that would be freaking awesome. So Inferno likes that hand. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I think that would be doing very well. I'm trying to make sure my screen is fully visible here. Give me 1 second here. I might have to make some adjustments because I had the other stream on here and I don't know if my parameters are set right. So give me 1 second. I just want to see how it looks when I look at it. Okay, I guess it looks all right. Okay. I just like to double check to see what you guys see to make sure I don't have some funky, stupid stuff going on. It crashed. I was talking to everybody on the stream yesterday, and I was telling everybody, I believe it was Friday night, maybe Saturday, to expect. We were expecting this right here. I was expecting this. I have it drawn out here. I was expecting it to drop, right there below 26, but I wasn't expecting it to dive this hard this quick. So I did have some lines drawn out here. Go here and see what the Daily is definitely another red candle on the daily. The daily is just crushing it, man. Might as well bring this into play. It might start chasing after the 24s here tonight. That would be crazy, but a lot of people ask me what my prediction is. I think in the long term, before we go back up, somewhere around the end of August, September, 1st of September, I think we break down in this red area. And that puts us in the 17.5s to the 14,000 area. Here we go. There's my number, 17,616 to 14,453. This is the bottom of the golden area. And this golden area here that I have drawn out is covering all the liquidity back. Come on. That's a daily. Let's go to the weekly. All the way back to here. Covers all this right here. This red channel covers me down to this, all this liquidity right in here. But some people seem to think we will come into this area, which I really have a hard time believing that, because you can see where it went up and it came back down and cleared out that green vector candle before it went back up. So, I mean, if you look at this, that right there is pretty much cleared out. Make it bigger so you can see it. So on this red candle here to this green candle, it was basically canceled back out when it did the dip, and then it took off. Nothing else has actually came back to reclaim these vector candles here for liquidity. So basically to the top of this blue right here up, and this one pulled back and took out part of that one. So there's a little bit right in here. So that's where I put the red area here, but none of this has ever been reclaimed. So there's a lot of liquidity in here, and that's where we're at now. So this is the weekly. This is a trend line I have coming down through here, and this is kind of a trend timeline for me, because I think once we taxed into here and start coming back up, it'll put us into our timeline. There's August 15th. There's August 29th. So we'll just bring this over here. The end of this right here is around September on the weekly here. So as we come down, tax down to the bottom, possibly wick into more of this here and come back out. You know, so that's what I'm kind of looking through, is this working its way down, hitting somewhere down in here, and then coming back out. And that would put us, you know, around September 19th, possibly into the 26th. And if it came out down here, then we'd be last part of October. So that's just my thoughts on Bitcoin. As you guys can see, it's getting hammered pretty good tonight. So yeah, pretty much. It's going to be accumulation summer. Yeah, a lot of people call it winter crypto in summertime. But I think we're just going to get that nice, beautiful pump come at the end of the year, kind of like we did 2 years ago, and then have our walk away in May again, you know, maybe a little sooner than May. You know, it's when altcoins and everything will top off, and it'll be time to go mediocre and go sideways for a while. I don't think anybody failed with Wrap Luna, Jeremy. I think we're all being taxed on what the developers are doing, because like I've been telling everybody for quite a while, I don't think it is Bitcoin or Coinbase holding it up, because they're not the only exchange that's not listing it. There was 4 or 5 other exchanges that was running Wrap Luna. none of those exchanges have it up and running. So I don't see it as a Coinbase issue, and I don't see it as, you know, any exchange issue. I see it as a developer problem. The developers are failing us, and I think the exchanges are taking the heat for it. So if you start seeing other exchanges start trading it, like Voyager, Huobi, and Coinbase doesn't, then I believe there's a point where we can start blaming the exchange. You ate too many sugar cookies. Your ADHD's kicking in because you had too much sugar. So let me pull. Where am I at here? I gotta find my big get. Make sure I don't get liquidated out here. That was in a nice profit. It's reversed a little bit on me on the 5 minute. This is the 1 hour. Let's go to the 15 here. See how it's starting to come back up. There's Hong Kong. They took it down along with Tokyo and Sydney. I mean, everybody's in the narrative of driving it in the ground. I'd really like to see them push it down just one more time, but I'm not seeing it going to happen. I'm going to close that out. I lost $2 there. I was $11 in the profit. I got busy doing other things, getting the stream up, so just close that out. I'll wait to see what happens with the reversal later on. So somebody was asking me to do some chart reading for them earlier before I started the new stream up, and I told them I would come back in here and start covering some things for you guys. So we got this up, we got Bitcoin here. So if there's something you want looked at, just say something. We'll look at it. Pull this up in here. So we got what? DXY, JPY. We got 1 hour. So if anybody doesn't know it, when the dollar index, when it starts trading tomorrow morning, actually it's already trading now. When the dollar index and the Japanese yen are going up, you'll notice Bitcoin will keep going down. The Dow Jones will go down. The SPNX 500 is going down. So these aren't trading right now, but it's the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones is going down, and the DXY or the dollar and the Japanese yen is going up, Bitcoin will dive. And if these are going down and these are going up, Bitcoin goes up. But if all of them are going down, you'll notice Bitcoin will slowly trend up sideways. Look at, we got a big gap right here on the 1 hour. I expect this to get filled up in the morning when New York Stock Exchange opens up. I don't know how far this is going to go down, but it will come back up and fill us up. But that's the things. Those are key tickers to pay attention to. How low will we go? To the bottom. We're going to the bottom. Hang on, let me see this CH matchup. Fed interest rates to BTC over the last decade to see how it matches. I don't have the Fed chart for that right now. I'll have to go search for it. I got a lot of things I got to do. I am so far behind, it ain't funny. But as far as how low I think it will go, I think I covered that earlier, but I'll cover it again here. Go to the 1 week. To me, I got it charted right now to 14,453 as a bottom. I think it has potential to go lower, not much. If I was to bring this in, bring in that other chart, other side of the chart over here, that's why I have this right here, this line drawn off. I don't think it will go much lower. What's this number at here? 13,771. Man, I mean, I could. Where's this at? A rectangle. I could probably from here, that blue line there. I mean, if it was to retrace back to the top of this area right here, this red candle, or to be right in there, it is very possible to see 12,697, but I'm not counting on it. I mean, I'll put it in there as a hollow type rectangle here. That could probably be pulled down just a hair more. $12,600, $12,441 is what that reads. So that would be the bottom of that triangle there on that top of this red candle right here, if you can see it. I'm trying to make it where you can see it, because you got the dip here. All this got covered back up, so this would be open liquidity in here, but not much. So I will put that on there. I just don't see it being as strong to get there. So 13,773 would probably be my absolute bottom, but I will mark these two here since you guys were asking. I think if it does, it's just barely going to hit it and right back out with a 1 day candle or a wick. But on the weekly, I think the weekly, all this red will just be a wick. I think candle body will be up here still. So I will save that, leave it on there. Yeah, Jeremy, I have a whole list of them. I have a whole place section. If you back out of the chat and then click on Cryptoholic's name, go to the front of the channel. It's one of my first things there. It says low cap coins. I have about 32 low cap coins I got to make videos of. Let me just open. There's my list here. Let's see, low caps. Here's my list of them right here. And I got them numbered all the way from $89 million all the way down to 13 million. It's probably changed. So you got Pawtocal, Pluton, Goldfinch, Aventus, Suku, Inverse, Unifi, Kryll, Liquidity, Measurable Data Token, Crypterium, Gods Unchained, Orca, Teller, Quant Stamp, Bridge, Barnbridge, Blue Zill, Polyswarm, Ampleforth, RAI, Reflex Index, Ribbon Finance, Rarible DIA, Derivia Deo, Eternity Chain, Circuit of Value, Harvest Finance, LCX, ARPA, QuickSwap, Loom, DeFi, Bonafide, Enzimi, District OX, Argo, Gitcoin, and Clover Finance. And those are all under $89 million market cap. And I had planned on doing videos of all those, and I have not got to them. So I'm trying to get caught up on chat here. I'm doing well. I'm just trying to hurry up and get the streams redone, get the other computer updated, which I got done. I finally get the streams shifted over. Oop. So I'm excited I got that done. I got somewhat of a crappy thumbnail up there. I got to update that thumbnail. I told a few people I'd come back here and do this and do some charting for them. What else is there? Oh, and I had to do a few updates on this computer. And so I'm here live now. So yeah, it's like, oh, hurry up, do this, hurry up and do that. Finally getting to it and almost there. That list was just on a notepad in here. I do not have that list anywhere. Sorry, Jeremy. I apologize. Why don't I do this? Let me open that back up. And I will copy and paste this and put it in the descriptions here for you. That way you can always refer to it back out of here. So let me go to edit here to this description. I'm going to go to the very bottom of the descriptions. Control V. Oh, it says I got too much garbage. Dang it. So I'm going to have to edit this real quick as I'm sitting here with you guys. Give me 1 minute. It's because everything was put in a straight line instead of, okay. Put a comma there, space. Okay. I just had to cram some of it together. There, if I save that, now if you refresh your screen, it'll all be inside the BIOS here at the very bottom. So there's a list there. It has the market cap at that time that I copied it all down. Market cap could have changed since then. You got blue lines drawn here. I'm trying to figure out what I got drawn here that's running into this. Because it came right to that blue line. Nah, I did some spider webs back here. I drew some spider lines out back here for the downwardness of what's going on here. Let me pull this out for 3 hours. Yeah, there's those spider lines. So I pulled a few spider lines. And I noticed that we hit that blue line and I couldn't figure out where that blue line was coming from. Cool. Okay. So let me get this back to 30 minutes. I was trying to figure out what these blue lines were. Okay, if the dollar exchange rate keeps going up, then yes, it will go much lower. Yep, you're exactly right, Kenny. If the Japanese yen, the U.S. dollar keep climbing, and there's been a lot of talk that they expect the U.S. dollar to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 140 to 145. It's only at 104. So we're not even close to that yet. And if this, I'll tell you right now, if DXY gets to 140, you can absolutely probably count on a $9,000 or $10,000 Bitcoin. But that would just be insane. I think that would freak a lot of people out. I think Elon Musk, I think his little button, his Tesla would pucker up if it hit 9,000. So, well, me personally, if we get into a depression, I don't think we're going into a recession. I don't see a big depression, but if we get where the economy is really crappy, I actually look for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency to actually start excelling, because people will start losing faith in the value of fiat, and they will look for something to start putting their money in, because they will not trust government funds like that. So that's just my opinion. Well, the other stream's running, Jeremy. So the same tunes are running over there. This stream will not run 24/7. When I get done here, I'll kill this stream, because this computer is my big computer. This is my Aurora 11 3090 GPU and all that fun stuff, to where I can actually start doing some more research, doing my videos, start updating some more stuff on those coins, that list I just shared with you, and start covering some of the news as it comes out. Luna just happened to be one of those things where I was swing trading Luna. I've already closed out with BitGet, and I just so happened that I had a short in cancel. I had a short on Luna when it started crashing, and then I went to bed. I canceled. I closed out my short because I didn't want to leave it open all night, because it was a pretty hefty one. I got the next morning and it had really crashed. So that's when I started live streaming Luna, and that consumed a lot of my time. I had 2 streams running, so I'm just now getting reorganized since the crash of Luna and streaming Luna. And so I just finally merged in everything into the one stream, and I got to get myself back on track here to keep doing what I was doing on my channel here. Do I think Bitcoin reversal a little soon? Oh, it makes it. What do you mean a little soon? A little sooner than August, September, maybe 1st October? I don't think it'll be the 1st October. I think it's going to be in the latter part of August, middle part of September. But that could, it all depends on how extended it starts spreading out and going sideways. 1 hour. Got cross up here on the 1 hour. 3 hour. Still showing downward trend on the 3 hour. $30. Yeah, it is almost 11 o'clock here. So we got all 3 exchanges running. The only thing we're waiting for now is UK. So are these 3 exchanges, after they brought it all the way down, are they going to bring it back up to around 26 maybe? So when the UK kicks in, that brings it down more, or are they going to keep it sideways and let the UK decide which way they want to take it? I mean, that's a tough decision for tomorrow, or for the next 4 hours. So thank you, Inferno, for the $1.99 super chat, brother. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling back in chat here. I'm just trying to get everything caught up here. Everything crypto martyrs. I hope everyone is green this week. But there was somebody earlier wanting me to chart a certain coin. I told him I'd come back on. So evidently he's not here now. So let's take a look at a few things here. I guess we can go look at Luna Classic. See if we got enough data. I know we got enough data on it now, but it's not really in a downward. I mean, if you look at this, it's actually riding fairly decent in this little shaded area I just pulled up. These are just some numbers that we got to get past to get back up there. We got a green dot on the market cipher on the 30-minute, but it's not really looking bad at all. I mean, Luna Classic doesn't look that bad. I mean, a lot of people are saying it's down, it's not looking good, but if you really look at it, it's actually holding its own going sideways here. And when we had this nice pump up, it got rejected when it came back down. But as far as this area right here is concerned, when you look at it, and you had this nice low, it rubber banded back up, shot way up here, came back down. And from this area right back here, it's just, I mean, it's majority still looking good sideways. So bouncing around between this number right here, 65.90 and 74.17. Look, as long as we bounce between these numbers, I mean, and Bitcoin's going down, I mean, this is strong. I mean, that to me, it's showing strong resistance to Bitcoin not getting drugged down to here again. So, I mean, you can almost say this is a shoulder or neck, but that kind of got all messed up there. And even if you pull this farther across, pull this up to 3 hour, that's not bad. I mean, it sucks that we were way up here and all of a sudden we just come diving down. But that, you know, we got to figure all the FUD and all the garbage we were hearing, everything that's going through, the proposals being passed. People got upset because a burn wasn't going on. So now that the burn's passed, everybody's getting content. We're getting settled down. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing a nice little sideways here. So I expect us to hold tight while Bitcoin does its thing. And I think every time Bitcoin gets a green candle, like if UK comes in tonight and starts pumping it back up green, you're going to see some green out of this. You're going to see it pump back up here. You could actually see it jump out again. But for the most part, I think we're going to hold strong in this little channel here. Dojo, if you put in a long on Bitcoin at 25,291, you might want to put a stop loss and set your stop loss down low enough to where, you know, depending on how much you're willing to give up and lose versus how far down you think it might need to go before it goes back up. I mean, we've already been down to 20. It already, you know, it came all the way down here, right here to 24,867. So if you're taking along at 25,291, you're up here, 295 right there. That's where my red mark, that red mark is right here. It's not mine, it's theirs. I mean, I don't know how much your long is for and how many X you're running it for, but I mean, if you got, if you're willing to give up a $4 or $5 loss or $10 loss, set your stop loss down here somewhere. But it has wick down here. It's very possible it could get another wick down to here and get a double tap down here. But yeah, just set yourself a stop loss. That way, when you're in bed asleep at night, if this comes crashing back down, you don't get liquidated. But if you wake up and this is back up here to 26, then what you do is you take your stop loss and move your stop loss up to the next level. And where the EMAs and stuff are starting to curl and stuff, set your stop loss up underneath there. It's where if it comes down and bounces on one of these EMAs right here, it will bounce back up. I usually set it just barely below them, so that kind of covers you that way. But if it does blast through that EMA, then you're there. You still save your profits. You're not as much profits, but you as it goes up, I just keep moving my stop loss up a little bit at a time to lock in profits. So that's what I do with my stop loss. If it's real close like tonight, I would set it where you're safe at however much you want to lose. If you wake up and it's up there, move your stop loss up and lock in some profits. That way you don't lose. So hopefully I helped you out there on that. Oh, I'm getting a twitch in my eye. I'm going blind. Oh. I guess I'm getting on my own last nerve here. That's just how I play the game. Is that like here on I'll pull this up on like the 24-minute, and I'll look at this and say, okay, here's the LMSA. It's currently at, oh well, it's Luna Classic. Duh. Go to Bitcoin. All your EMAs and everything's up here. So here's your LSMA. We know it did wick down to here to 24.8. Wow. This could get rejected up here. Who knows? At 26.18, $26,018.50. It's got to get past the LSMA. So as it's going up, there's really there's no safe spot. Where would I set my stop loss? Me personally, since I don't do a large buy and stuff, I usually would set it to the lowest wick. Let me do this. I'll just jump on here with you. Big it. A lot of people ask about that. Here's a 15-minute. There's a 5-minute. So I will do a $6.91. I'll just do a market long. So it puts it in place right now. So now I got a 50x, $6.62 long. What I would do is like right here at the bottom of this right here is 25,306. Well, it's going to liquidate at 25.86. That gives me down to 25.86 down here. I would probably set my liquidation point at 25,248. So stop loss 25,248. Take all of it. That gives me a $3 loss. I'm willing to lose 50% of my money, and that way I won't lose all of it. I'll only lose half of it. So hopefully this will bounce off here and continue up. I mean, it's nice and open, but it looks like it's going to close up here. I could be wrong. Hopefully it just turns around and goes up. But hey, you might get to see me get liquidated right here live. But if this was to turn around and go up and start climbing up here and get around 26, I would turn around and set my close I'd move my stop loss like 25,871 just below this blue line. And if it continues to keep going up, gets up here and hits this up here, then I would move my stop loss up here to like 26,539 just below this line. So that way I just keep locking in profits as it goes up. And that's about the only thing you can do. But if you just, like I just did now, just start a trade, if I was going to go to bed, the best thing to do is put in a stop loss. If I'm willing to lose $3, that's fine. I'll lose $3. And I set it right there. So if I go to bed and it closes out, I lose $3. So it's at 25,248. Yeah, right there at the bottom of this blue candle. So if it doesn't come back, if it comes down to 25,249 and turns around, it won't close me out. But if I go to bed and wake up tomorrow morning and it's up here somewhere, I will definitely move my stop loss up here to 25,873. That way, if it does come back, it still pays me profit. And you can see how fast this turns around. I mean, it just went back above the line. I'm back up 40 cents, 30 cents. So hopefully that helps you out there. It doesn't have to bounce, Kenny. I'll tell you right now, if this starts going up right now and it goes up too much, I mean, I can see it possibly getting back to 26.33 there. But if it starts bumping up too high and say it gets back up here to the bottom of the opening of Tokyo at 26,400, I could almost tell you that the UK, when they open up at 2 o'clock in the morning my time, they're going to smash it back to the ground. They're just going to eat everybody's longs right up. They'll liquidate everybody. And what they'll do is they'll open up right here, and the first candle is going to maybe do a fake pump up like it's going to go up. People will start buying longs, thinking it's going to go up more, and then it'll turn around and just, boom, 2 candles straight down, liquidate people out, probably come down to 25,200. Then it'll spend the rest of the day coming back up, waiting for the New York Stock Exchange. So, I mean, this is a pretty deep downward motion. If it was just go sideways here, I think the UK might bring it back up slowly and wait for New York Stock Exchange and see what New York wants to do. But if it comes back up quick, I think the UK is going to smash it back down first thing in the morning. That's just my opinion. It is. It's like I said always, but sometimes it's like, okay, Sydney and Tokyo and Hong Kong, did they take all the equity out last time on last Monday? I mean, you go back here and look at last Monday. This is 30 minutes. Let's go to 6 hours. Might as well just go weekly, daily. So daily, it'd be 7 days ago. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days ago. That'd be right here. June 6th. Let's see if I can keep that on there. 6 hours. June 6th right here. And 3 hour. I mean, so you got to look at what they do last week. Who took the liquidity last week? And are they going to give it back and let them pass it off this week? Eight, 7. So it looks like this would be the beginning of the week here. And then you can see where the openings are right here. And so they pushed it all up, and it looks like New York pushed it off to the side, and then they allow Sydney and them to bring it back down. it's like a game of you know, hand off here, hand off there. And then you see Sydney here in the green again. So last week they were pumping it up at the beginning of the week. This week they're bringing it down. Okay, so I don't see a whole lot of anything else from anybody else. Let's see what's happening on Binance. I cover all the coins on CoinBase. So a lot of times what I'll do is stuff like this right here. I'll just hit the see who's the winners are for the night. So right now, wow, EVT pumped up nice today. 35%. I was looking at that this morning at $1.70. CTX, nice run up, 30%. R&D, Mana, XYO is up 1.5%. DSO, AMP, MIR, ICP. You can see the JPY's up. So other than that, there's not a whole lot up. Hey, Good Times, how you doing, man? What are you up to today? Well, it is 11 o'clock here. I'd still have to finish updating the thumbnail for the other stream. Well, you better hurry up and keep working because the bottom's getting here quick. No, I was kidding. It started. It's digging into this gold box. Boy, she really dug in and did it today. This is the first we've gone into this gold box today. My golden liquidity box. There's so much liquidity here, they finally tapped it. But I think you got a little time. You got a couple months. We're in what, middle of June? This is June 12th, middle of June. So middle of July is a month, middle of August is a month. You got about 2.5 months. So the true bottom, I think we're going to see somewhere end of July, middle of August. Well, I got to where I don't trade coins anymore. I just buy them and hold them, and I do all my trading on the big get right here. I do all my trading here. I mean, look at that. I'm already up $1.75. That's a 50x on $6.24. I mean, a lot of people would say, "Oh, you got $3. You almost doubled. You know, you got half your money. Take the profits and run." I had a $15 short running earlier tonight, and it was profitable, and I forgot to cash it out. I got busy with the stream and stuff, so it was about $12 profit. I didn't pull it, and it ended up liquidate me and taking my $15. So not bad, right there, 50% back, $3.30 out of a $6.62 play. Nice run up. Then here's the red candle. Turn around and said, "Too bad you didn't take it." But not bad, not bad. So I still can't I can put a stop loss probably right here, 25,515. So I can edit that. I think it was 515. Yeah. So now I can lock in 44 cents profit. 25,515, right there at the bottom of that pink line. So I mean, it's going up. I just hopefully don't get rejected here, because I mean I could do 25.6, but it's very likely it could come back. Almost a $4 profit off a $6 little bet. This is on the 5-minute. If I go to the 15-minute, I mean, it doesn't look all that great on 15. But yeah, it'd be nice to watch this run up. Get 100x here, double my money. I can make it look as good as you want it. See, look how good that looks. But so let me meet this halfway. 25,631. 25,631. Lock in $2 profit. So if it comes back, we locked in $2 profit. We're currently almost 100% now. $5.11 profit off of $6.62. Retirement money. I'm getting rich. One nickel at a time. Nah, I mean, just to do a market buy like I did, that'd be crazy to jump in here and throw this in here and say, oh well, there's $100. Let's watch it run up. That'd be insane. For me to do $100 buys, I'd have to actually chart it out pretty heavily. Make sure I'm doing the right thing. A minute to present chart. But it's like people looking at Luna going, it might pump. And you got one guy in chat that says, look at that baby go. She's pumping. And it moves up 100 Satoshis. So it's all in perspective of how you look at it. That's not bad. 15-minute, got a crossover here. We might get a little pumpage out of this. Definitely looking good. 25,707. I think that's a good place. Yeah, lock that in? Yeah, it did. 25,707. That's why a lot of times I'll put it on the 5-minute and then stretch this out so I can keep an eye on where it's hitting at. The 702 is the bottom of that wick. 707 is the top of this red candle here. So it's possible it could hit that. But I'm looking at this. It got a nice little crossover here on the EMA. I think this thing could move up. I think it will move up a little bit more. She's definitely going to try to get to 26, but who knows? She might cash me out. So 25,707. Yeah, it's going to come down and cash me out. Watch this. What's my take on EPX? Hang on one second. I'll put this over here when I get catch my deal there. EPX. What exchange is that on? I don't think it's on Coinbase. Or is it on Coinbase? Binance USD. So let me do this real quick. Let me change this to Binance. I like to keep everything inside certain folders. Okay, I think they merged from EPS to EPX. So why does it become an exchange? Not a lot. Okay, not a lot of information on this. Let's do this here. CoinMarketCap. EPX. Well, who are they? Is that who they are right there? 000753. Yeah. Wow. Is this the new Luna Classic? Will undergo token migration, redenomination, and ticker change to EPX. See announcement here. Wow. So they are a finance. They're a finance token. Strong swapping on BNB chain. EPS 20. Loading status. Boy, it's slow. Okay, I'm not waiting for it. There it is on the BNB smart chain. Total supply is 55,119,319. Oh, 55 billion. There's your other problem. Only 8,000 address holders. Claim. So there's a lot of claims to lock. Are you able to lock up your coins for staking? Is that what this is? People locking up stuff for staking? Gotta lock up 50,000 tokens for staking, I guess. Holders. Binance Hot Wallet. Gate.io. So Binance owns 57.5% there. Another 13 there. Wow. That's over 51% of the coins in Binance wallets. Huh. Max supply. Okay, there's 100,000, there's 100 million, a billion. A billion is max supply. Does not currently have a market cap. So they must have just done this recently. So they must have just recently done this here. See announcement. March 18th. They did airdrop. Ellipus 2.0, CurveFi. Ellipus Finance is an authorized fork of Curve.fi. So they forked off a Curve. So they forked off a Curve. What was Curve part of the ecosystem of Luna? CurveFi. Yeah, it's on the Phantom network. So when you start looking at the ecosystem, I think that's basically Curve is on Phantom. Phantom is on Luna C or Luna. So some of these, this is a third layer coin from Luna, basically, and they stepped away. They forked away from it, unless they're forking into the new 2.0. I don't know. Man, the ecosystem on the new Luna 2.0. I can't wait to be able to see what all coins are moving over and what other layers there are. So let me get back to what I mean. This there's not a lot of information here. I mean, you only got a week here, so 3 hours. I mean, it's still tagging dead bottom here. There's room to go. There's my fib. I'm not going to count that first wick there. Man, it's, I mean, there's not a double bottom on there. I mean, it's starting to get the LMSA under it, but there's still room to go down more. I mean, I hate to say it, but, and that's pretty low as it is. One hour. I mean, that's a good thing is it looks like it's starting to level down. It tried to pump here, got dumped down, but still, you're still in a downward trend. Nothing like what you have here. This was a major trend here. It's starting to lighten up, and then it pumped up and it came all the way back down to a lower low. So to me, until this can get back up to around 808, this could go lower. But if you're buying it, it's a good buying position possibly. If this is what you believe in. And if it drops more, DCA in. I mean, that's all you can do is don't go all in right here. But if you're going to buy some, you can buy some here. If it drops a little more, buy some more. But I don't think it goes to zero. But once it gets back up and it gets sideways and starts trending more up without getting slaughtered back down like it did over here, that was a pretty quick up, and it got pushed way back down. So yeah, there's not a double bottom yet. There's not a double bottom that hasn't found its bottom yet. Looking close to it. I mean, there's good resistance where it's at. So tough, man. That is tough. I'm just trying to get something to read off this. And if we can get back up here by the LSMA and start testing the, what is that, 796? We gotta get up above that, start moving up. You'll be all right. But like I said, you still haven't got to a complete double bottom yet. You may not get a double bottom. I mean, but when they start losing value like that, or they just start up and it crashed down that hard, what was the beginning amount? And I hate seeing that big scam wick like that. 0.00382. So you lost a zero. And if you don't count that and count this as the top, that's still 0.294. So it burned off a whole zero. I mean, it's worth buying some and gambling with it. Just don't, I would not go head over heels in it and totally crazy until you can get some confirmation that it's going to actually go up and continue up. Confirmation would be break the 800, maybe come back and retest it a couple times, and then go up to the next fib at 850 or 8500, test it and keep moving up. So that's all you can look for. But if it goes up here and gets rejected, it's going to come back down. Then you might get your double bottom, and then it might go off. So there's two ways to look at that. Celsius Network. Were you the one? Is that the one you were asking about earlier, Don? Is that on? What exchange is that on? I need when you guys holler at a coin. Give me the exchange it's on so I can save it. It's tough to decipher what these coins are going to do, especially when they do what that one just did. They just relaunched it, did a new fork. It's brand new. I mean, it's not brand new, but it is brand new in a sense of form that they forked and started a new algorithm, and they're doing airdrops. I mean, this right here could have been every bit of what airdrops were, and people are cashing it out. So, hey Val, what's up, man? I thought I deleted you because there was a Val in here that had an account that was made the same day, and I asked him where he was from, and he said, "What do you say?" He said Russia. And I said wrong answer. Put him on a flight. He was gone. So everybody was wondering if I deleted you or not. What is Celsius Network, Don? You didn't answer what exchange. Did I close out my CoinMarketCap? PELT Celestial. Man, all these sub penny coins, man. What exchange is this one on? OKX, MarkX, LawBank, Gate.io, KuCoin. Is that where you're trading as KuCoin? PELT. On Tether, KuCoin. Oh, actually, his church is looking pretty nice. I mean, look there. I mean, just to show this real quick, guys. It went up. My little $6 is up to almost $8.70, 132%. Should I cash it out or let it ride? I'll let you guys decide. So, Celestial. First red flag, self-reporting data. That kind of sucks. Max supplies 5 billion. So they say there's 4.6 million in. That's market. How much is in circulation? 990 million in circulation is what they say. Is that what you say I should cash out? Where'd it go to? Down to 742. Okay, cash out. We'll put that in the bank. I just flash closed it. We'll let it come back down. Yeah, that's what I'm fixing to look into here real quick. At their website. Do not do that. Get out there. I do not want you on there. Celestial. Socialify and gamify platform based on metaverse. Kind of a, I guess that's okay, the website. Kind of a cheesy animation. So it's play to earn. So you can play demo, play to earn, NFTs. Players can stake tokens to obtain NFT battleships. Oh, okay. So if you're a gamer, I guess this would be cool. Android Web, iOS, VR. Our platform is based on Unity 3D. So I guess if that's, I'm not a gamer, but but then you get some NFTs is cool. I mean, so they're integrating everything in here, part of the metaverse. I think, you know, that's something that could take off because everybody's into the metaverse stuff. 5 billion tokens is a lot, but if it's game to play, or earn to play, or play to earn, whatever, they need tokens to give out. Hopefully, they got enough tokens to give out. Because if it's more of a success than what they expect, like Gala, and halfway through this, they have to turn around and cut how much they give out in rewards, because it gives people a bad taste. They got 500,000 watchers on this, so there's a boatload of people watching this. Let's see where we're at. 0.004609. Got quite a bit of data on it, so not too bad. Same thing. I mean, look at that. It broke down to the lowest low. Doo-doo. I mean, I hate seeing big spikes like this. It spike up, slam back down, spike up, slam back down. There's somebody playing games, trying to get it to take off so they can take profits. They succeeded here because it went up. They got it to go up. People pumped it the rest of the way, and you can see where they cashed out and made profit. They did it again here. So somebody's got a lot of coins making this thing pump. Trying to pump and dump on it. Just be careful with that. But this is the lowest it's been. It's trying to break back up there. That's not too far of a drop off there. But being a gaming coin, man, there's so many of them out there, but got a lot of watchers. As far as where it could go, man. I mean, it's not looking too awfully bad. Man. And these sub penny coins suck. I mean, they suck to really chart. I'm not the best on the chart and sub penny coins, but it's got to get back up above 5,000. If not, I mean, if it comes up here and gets rejected at 5,000 again, it could possibly drop past this 4180 and make a lower low. The lowest it could go would be this channel line I just put down through here. You're looking at 3,200. Yeah, 3,300 to approximately 3,200. That's just on the hourly. But it's still trending downward. I mean, it's still just, everything's still trending down. It's typical what's going on with Bitcoin. But it's going to be a point in time to where it's going to get low enough to where people will buy the snot out of this because it's to the smallest point where people want it. So with any coin. Like Ethereum. If Ethereum got down to $900, it won't stay there very long because investors will buy the living crap out of it. Same way with the gaming coin like this. If they can use this coin to buy the NFTs, then if it gets down to a certain level, which would probably be around the 35, 32 area, them gamers that are playing it will probably buy the snot out of it so they can accumulate more NFTs. You'd have to go read on their website to see what all they do, and read their white paper and find out how they dilute this and how many coins they pay out to play. Just get into their white paper if this is something you're big into, want to check it out. So with Bitcoin doing what it's doing, I think this right here, it could follow this line, bounce off this a few times, and then get explosive. But it's not going to just crash off the face of the earth. I think personally the lowest you will ever see this coin is probably going to be around the 25, 2700 range. That help you out? Celsius Network is like Robin Hood for crypto. Check out Bitcoin real quick. 30 minutes. Yeah. 1 hour. Give me a second, guys. I think I'm going to put a long in here again because I cashed out, took some profits. I'm going to do a market on this one. Bumped that to $10, buy a long. So I think that's going to go up. So I just put a long on that. I'll put a stop loss in here. Let me fix this real quick. I am going to put a stop loss at 25,760. That way I don't lose but $3 on a $10 bet. That's right below here. So if it comes down, it should bounce and go back up. We'll see. I made $7 off that last one. I guess I could lose $3 now. Well, it did bounce back up here to what, 26,256? Pulling back a little bit on the 1 hour. 15-minute. Yeah, it should bounce off of this here. Maybe get a little bit more up. Like I said, I think it'll get to the bottom of this green daily open of Tokyo before it decides to come back down more. That should be around 26.4. But I think we'll get a bounce up here in a second. So get back to Celestial. I mean, if Bitcoin this week on Monday, Tuesday starts going sideways, you're going to see this start coming back up. Most altcoins will start coming back up if we can get a day and a half of Bitcoin settling down, going sideways, which I think is going to be more around Tuesday, Wednesday. Usually like Tuesday night, all day Wednesday, part of Thursday are good trading days. Usually when you start seeing Bitcoin level out, maybe start flowing back up. And then Friday, Saturday, we get on a roller coaster, and it's either Saturday or Sunday you get your bloody days. Okay, their coin is NIMS. No one can withdraw, swap, or transfer. How is the price even moving at all? Probably because they're airdropping it out. I don't know. You know, it's self-reporting. If they're doing a self-reporting on it, as they're airdropping. I mean, I don't know. They're making a call on that. Like it says, it's self-reporting. So to me, that was the first red flag. I don't get head over heels when I start seeing self-reported stuff. Oh, bounce, baby. You're right there at my liquidation point. It's like, bounce. You're right there. Bounce. INV. Well, I appreciate it, DZ. Not too many people envy me. IND. Hey, there's a coin with some value. Oh, I just got liquidated. It stole my $3. What a pig. Look, it was up here at $118 like Luna. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm just getting a wide look at all of everything that's going on here. One day. So this launched back in May. No, it launched before that. Oh, INV. This is the one that was up there, way up there, several $1,000s. Holy cow, yeah. I remember NV. It bottomed out down here big time. Okay, okay. Did you take advantage of it and buy that when it was down here? It was below $100. And I think it, what did it crash all the way down from like $500, $600, $700? Just boom, 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 boom. Had a big wick. Yeah, right back in here, it had a huge wick. Yeah, it come crashing down from like $800, $900 to 200, and it wicked right back up to about 700. Huge gains there for whoever had the money to jump on that. I remember that. And it come back down again. Wow, it worked up a couple of times, and you got it down here to 303, and it pumped again back to 500. Back up again around 480. What is it doing now? This is the daily. Got a red dot on the daily. It looks like it's coming down more. It's definitely flattened out. Does not ride the fib channel at all, does it? That's a little closer to it, riding it a little bit. That just sucks, dude. $3 hour. I mean, I'd be careful because I mean, it's riding along here at what? $92. It's pumping all the way up to 152. Comes back down and rides back here around 95, pumping back up to 140. You're back down here at 95 again. I'd be ready. I mean, what's the gap of the pumps here? So from this candle to this candle, That's 29 bars there. $42 bars there. Just trying to see if there's any rhyme or reason when it pumps. $52 bars there. So between 30 and 50 bars it likes to pump. $29 bars there. So if you say 34, halfway medium, that puts you around June 16th for another pump. About every 4 days, 3 or 4 days, you get a pump up, maybe 6 days. So it looks like between $88 and $95 is the area that people are accumulating and pumping. It has come down lower. Every time it comes down a lower low, it'll get a pump up. Sell off, pump up, sell off. Go sideways, gets lower, pump up. There you go. Got lower, they bought it, it pumped up, they sold off, it's coming down, it's getting lower. So I would expect it to come down a little lower before it pumps again. Maybe into the 92, I'd say between $90 and $92, maybe 89 bucks. Then you'll get another pump up. So if you're playing this DZ, you just gotta be there to sell it off when you get these pump ups. Hey, not a problem. I mean, I look for a trend, and that seems to be their trend. And I remember that from before, even when it was diving. I mean, even when it was over here. I mean, look at the big pumps. Comes back down and gets a low. You know, it pumped again, come back down, got another low, pumped again, came down here, got another low, pumps again, comes down, pumps, comes back down, pumps. And here it took a big dive, small pump here. So even as it was diving, they were still pumping it. Pumped here. You know, you can see a big green candle here. Came down, dive, big pump there. Dive, pump, pump. I mean, so even as this thing was falling, they were still pumping it. They were still taking profits out of it. So this right here is, you know, pretty. If it got down to $70, I would definitely hold a little bit of it and see if it ever runs back up to the $400 or $500 range. But I would play the pump game, and if you can accumulate some, get your initial investment back out, hold on to your profits in here, and wait for a longer pump during alt season. That'd be my best advice. I don't usually give out advice, but if you can take out your initial investment and leave your profits, so when alt season comes around, February, March, this could possibly easily go back up to the $500, $600, $700 range. So your profits would even get bigger profits. But just don't get too carried away and get injured in there, because this could get nasty. I mean, it could get a big pump and come down even lower. Bitcoin Horn coin, eCash. Well, you're typing all kinds of coins. I hear people talking about GST. I have not actually pulled up the chart for GST. Or GRT. Where'd GST go? Right here. Oh, that looks pretty. If you like a deep slide into the cliff. Actually, doesn't look too bad from this point. It looks like it took a big dive, but it looks like it's actually starting to curl. I mean, it could be a little bit lower to go, but it's actually starting to curl. You know, I wouldn't say it going back up, but curl and flatten out to come back up. Typical Coinbase coin. Start off high, end up very low. See, just like a big slides. Little bumps along the way. But yeah, it's starting to make a little curve right here. You know, you see this coming down. But yeah, it sucks, dude. That was way up here at 294. It's down to 19 cents. What is GRST? ERT. Oh, the graph. That says 10 cents. That says 19. GST. I put in the wrong one. GST. That's not it either. So why does Coinbase call it GST and it's not GST here? There we go. 18.9. Green Satoshi token. SOL. It's on the Solana blockchain. It's on a good chain. I can't blame that. 105 million in circulating. That's total supply. So they do not have a maximum supply. So that means they can print more as needed. Stefan coin. Oh, I remember this now. Yeah. Wow. Maybe with the economy, it's not taken off like they expected to. I mean, it's actually geared to the athletic enthusiast people. I mean, I know it's a cool tech thing, but it's a real narrowed area of people. Maybe if gas prices get higher, more people will be buying into this here because they'll be wanting to send me miles or walking to work every day instead of driving. Yeah, that's horrible. I'm sorry. Now, when gas prices get to $35 a gallon, this is going to be a very popular coin. What exchanges are they on? Yeah, Coinbase is the biggest exchange other than KuCoin. I mean, it's not even on, I mean, FTX, Gate.io. It's not on Huobi. It's not on Binance. Come on, get a hold of that thing. Breaking. It's big in the Asian market. There's Huobi. I can see this being a big thing in the Asian market. But yeah, everything's just taking a beating because of Bitcoin. But I can't explain why theirs went down unless it's something to do with they diluting their coins. So if you go all time here, market cap, there you go. There you go, right there. There's a dilution right there. Yep, price was up. They diluted it and it killed it right there. Dropped it right down to $2. It was all the way up here to $7. So they killed it by over $5 by diluting it right here. They added coins into circulation. So the market cap went up and the price went down. And this keeps going down. Let's see how their price looks compared to that. So right here, they didn't add any more. If you look at the blue right here, That right there looks fairly decent to their price here. But here it looks like they diluted it again. They added more coins. Right here, got two little peaks right there. And you got one peak here and it dropped. And then this started dropping with it. So go look at their white paper, see what the dilution factor is. I mean, they're almost 100% of total supply in circulation. 105 million in supply in circulation out of 115 million total supply. So they're almost 100% diluted. So I would expect this to start coming back up, getting that close to dilution there. I think that's what it is right there. Major dilution factor. So that kind of gives you an idea of why it's doing what it did. So yeah, I think it's getting close to bottom. 17 cents, 19 cents. I think it's getting close to a bottom. They can be able to dilute it a little bit more, but I don't think they will. Harmony 1. That's on Binance US. Nice. Ooh, another 2-cent coin. So I'll take it you want my 2 cents worth. Wow. Nice big M. Too bad it's not a W. Inverse head and shoulders. No, that's an M. Holy cow. It could get lower. Man, this is back in February. Let me extend this across and see what it looks like. So you're just getting into this area right here. And that's a nice big run up there. I would say be cautious with this one. It could dump some more. Get to the 30-minute here. No, actually, I mean, it came down and touched into this. If it gets into this a little further, I mean, how deep is this? Let's measure this. This is 65.5%. So that's 3250. About 16.5%. So what I'm going to say is if this dips into this area here, this far into this area, be cautious. If it hits this line any lower, it could run all the way down to the bottom here. And to give you some numbers, that's at 0.092, 0.62, and this number to be cautious on right here. And the reason I did this is I took a whole measurement of the whole box that I drew from back at the other end of the channel, way back there. And this is about a quarter of a drop. If this drops a quarter away into this box, it will get sucked down to the rest. And it will come down at somewhere in here, just like Bitcoin. And it will try to hit bottom. It may not hit bottom, but it could hit somewhere in this area about 0.128 or 0.140. But it looks like it was just barely touched it. It may come back and retest this and bounce off it again. So if it keeps bouncing off this, you can see the retracement go back up and go away from it. So this could be the bottom that you're seeing right now. But a lot of it, like I said, a lot of it I'm pulling back off of old data from before. It had a hell of a nice run. I mean, it had a huge run right here. So there's not a lot of support. And there's a little bit of support right in here, which is like the bottom 25%. It's hitting some support in there, right in there. But if it drops that 25% here from this 25%, it's just straight down to here. That's why I drew this line here, or I told you this area right here. And I said about 124, but it's 119. So if it breaks a line up above, up here at 223, I would look for it to come down here to 119 and bounce back off. If it gets any lower than that, you're in trouble here. Because this has already been established bottom from before. And that's a double bottom at 0039. And I'll put that down as a red line. You break that, it's game over for everything on this coin. That's tragic there. I mean, there's a double bottom right there. So I would not want to see it come back to here. That would suck. So I would say the 267 should hold. If it doesn't, expect it to come down to 223 and test this down here. Yeah, you gotta load the bag. Well, I mean, it's just the way how you look at it is it already broke into it, so it knocked some of the resistance down, but 25% into this box, it's going to be like a vacuum cleaner. It's going to suck it down more because that was a free fall over there, and it'll catch somewhere in here. If it doesn't bounce off this line, then it's coming back here to test the bottom again. And if that doesn't hold, it will test the all-time low it ever had. And you better hope that holds. But so yeah, if you want to screenshot that, I'll leave that sit there for a second. You're more than welcome to screenshot that. Wow. Yeah, if they get a good team together and start pumping this, I mean, it's just a matter of time for the news to get out. And believe me, I'm not going to remember charting this 4 or 5 days from now. So let me know how this works out. Because this is your coin, not mine. So you'll be checking onto it. I hit the save button. So this is saved. It'll stay in here. So I would like to see this thing, call this bottom here. See it possibly, go sideways here and pivot back up. If it pivots back up, you'll get back up in this range here of 445 to 50. So, but yeah, it's testing for a new low out of all that back there. There's 15 minutes. It broke through, tested, come back up, try to come back down. Not too bad on the 15-minute. It keeps getting rejected right here. So 30-minute. If this thing can get up to 0.030, you might get a run up, back up, but that's on short term. But this LSMA has got to get away from this line and curl back up. Insert, that's because Luna 2.0 and Luna Classic are the #2 trending coins in cryptocurrency right now. They're the #1 trending coins on Twitter, Reddit, and where else? So that since they're trending, plus with the burns and stuff going through, it's creating a lot of people to buy it. And as Bitcoin is dumping, it's causing those coins to hold very well. So that's why Luna Classic is holding so strong. I gotta get back over here to Luna. Binance, Luna, see. I did something on the Luna Classic. I drew something on it. I gotta remove this because it's on the stream. There we go. Refresh it. Save it. Anything I do on this stream here, on these charts, it updates all my other charts on the other stream. So I try not to draw too much on here. If I do, I have to kind of remove it a little bit because of it'll cloud up the other streams. Meme coins. See what Bitcoin did here. I gotta get that thumbnail built here pretty soon and get to bed. And it's already midnight. You guys are a bad influence on me, keeping me up all night. Okay, so went up, come back down, retesting. So looks like they're gonna kind of hold off and wait to see what the EU is gonna do. You can see the LSMA kind of flattened out here. So I'm kind of expecting the London to open up, probably test this here, then pump up a little bit to the daily open area, around 26.5. And probably bring it back down in this area here, about 25.650 area. And then they'll let New York decide what they want to do with the rest of it. I think it's going to just start doing this little wave sideways again. But I'm going to bounce out of here, guys. I got to build this thumbnail and get to bed. So I will pop back. If I pop back in here tomorrow morning and start talking, I'll just pop it live again. Because the other stream, I do not have a microphone on that computer to talk to you guys in that stream. But what I'll do is, if I decide to talk, I'll go in there and say something in chat and let you guys know when I do it live. So I appreciate everybody here. Have a good night. I'm going to kill this stream here. And the other stream, I should probably set up a redirect is what I should do, but I don't. So make sure you just click back out of here, off the chat, click on Cryptoholics name, and you'll see the other stream running. So yeah, you guys have a great night. And like I said, I got to get caught up. I'm almost there. So later, guys. Have a great night. I appreciate y'all.